Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to Cabinets Field. Here we go, Rudy, game 3. And game 3's all over the place. As a good one over there between London and Hebronville as well. Do you want to give us a score update on that one?
Yeah, that game over there in San Diego, 6-3. The London Pirates leading, and that game was 4-3, but London just scoring 2 runs right now in the bottom of the 5th inning. So a great game 3 over there as well. And a lot of game 3s here in the 3A level in Region 4. Yoakum had to go all the way to game 3. London and Hebronville going to game 3. And now our series is also going to a game 3 as we are slated for a 6:15 start time. But that's not going to happen because we don't have the umpires on the field yet. So it'll be a little bit later than 6:15.
We see them over there. You know, they're hanging out, they're waiting around, and these guys
colors.
Yeah, these guys getting warmed up. Yeah, now they're wearing black. So let's get you some starting lineups just in case they do make their way out here pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and do some starting lineups. The Bishop Badgers will be the home team once again here in game 3. So they flip in game 3 to find out who's going to be home and who's going to be visitors. And the Bulldogs will be the visitors once again, just like in game 2. And so let's go ahead and get you starting lineup for the Banquete Bulldogs. Leading things off and playing second base, number 12, Josh Moreno. Batting second, the right fielder, number 17, Aaron Swedish. Batting third and playing left field, number 4, Aaron Flores. In the cleanup spot, the third baseman, wearing number 0, Nate Herrera. Batting fifth, first baseman, number 13, Mason Vasquez. Batting sixth for the Bulldogs, the catcher, number 5, Mark Lopez Jr. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 8, Zach Trevino. Trevino will bat for the center fielder, number 3, Kovi Cantu. Batting eighth and on the mound, wearing number 1, Forrest Rumfield. And batting ninth is the shortstop, number 6, Manuel Flores. And that is the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Let's go ahead and get you the starting 9 for the Bishop Badgers. Leading things off will be the shortstop, number 8, Marcos Hernandez. Batting second and playing left field, number 23, DJ Reina. Batting third and on the mound for the Badgers, wearing number 19, Ty Odom. In the cleanup spot, first baseman, number 1, Taylor Crozier. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 10, Noah Hasso. Hasso bats for the center fielder, number 6, Jordan Lopez. Batting third will be the third baseman, number 4, Brian Buchanan. Batting seventh for Bishop, second baseman, number 22, Ruben Rendon. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 3, Manny Pina. And rounding off the lineup is going to be the catcher, number 20, Aiden Steele. So those are the starting lineups for both of these ball clubs here in game 3. And so let's get you a little recap, Rudy, if we can, right, for 2 ball games leading up to this one. Game 1, it was a close one. Banquete with a 3-2 win over the Bishop Badgers. And Rudy, you mentioned it, you know, before the start of game 2. The Bulldogs, they scored 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning, and then they just leaned on Mark Lopez Jr., and he kept Bishop quiet. They tried. They rallied late, scored 1 in the top of the 4th, 1 in the top of the 6th to get within a run in game 1, but it wasn't meant to be. And a 3-2 win for the Bulldogs in game 1. Lopez went the distance. 7 innings pitched. He allowed 2 runs, both earned on 9 hits, no walks, 1 strikeout. Brian Buchanan threw for the Badgers in that ball game. 4 1/3 innings pitched. He allowed 3 runs, no earned runs, but 3 runs on 2 hits, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So interesting, and we mentioned earlier too that the Badgers out hitting the Bulldogs in that ball game 9-3, but you got to make them count when you get them, and all it took was 4 hits for the Bulldogs to get the win in game 1. But game 2, a little bit different story.
Yeah, in game 2, it's all Bishop Badgers, as the Bishop Badgers scoring 1 in the bottom of the first, then 3 in the bottom of the second, 1 in the bottom of the third, 5 in the bottom of the fourth, and 1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. And then the first 4 innings of that ball game, Jake, the Bishop Badgers got their leadoff guy on. And then in the 5th inning, they didn't get their leadoff guy on, but they got a guy on with less than 2 outs, and that is a very successful, if you can get your guy on early in the inning, pretty much you're going to end up scoring a run, and it's just a really good stat to get your leadoff guy on or get a guy into scoring position with less than 2 outs. And that's exactly what the Bishop Badgers did. And Jake, when we made our way down over there to the field, and I was talking with Coach Perez, and he goes, it's about time that we've been getting the hits. It's just we haven't got the timely hits. And that's exactly what the Bishop Badgers did in game 2. They got the timely hits, and they started early with 4 runs in the first 2 innings, and then they just kept piling it on and on and on, and they walked it off. 10-run rule, 11-1 was our final. So the Bishop Badgers had 11 hits in this ball game, and then the game before had 9 hits. And also we can't forget about the pitching of the Bishop Badgers as well, as Ruben Rendon went 4 2/3 innings pitched. He started the ball game, gave up 7 hits, only 1 run and 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, and 4 walks. And Marcos Hernandez came into the ball game in relief. He faced 1 batter with bases loaded, and it was against, and if I'm not mistaken, it was against the guy who went 2 for 3 in the ball game for the Banquete Bulldogs, Swedish. And Swedish was hot in that ball game earlier, and that was the only time that he got out in that game, and he rolled it over to the first baseman, and Hernandez had to hustle to the bag at first. And who knows, this game might be totally different, or this series might be over, because that was a big part of the game, and right now at the time it was only 1-1. So a big win for the Bishop Badgers, and now we are in game 3. Like you said, Jake, it is basically a game 7, but it's a game 3 in high school baseball, and you leave it all out on the field, and that's what the Bishop Badgers had to do in game 2. It was win or go home, but they needed to win 2 games, and now it's both sides. They need a win or they are going home. Winner will play Yoakum next week.
And the coaches are now meeting with the umpires at home plate. And, the one thing I don't want to leave out is the aggressiveness of the Bishop Badgers on the base paths. And you could tell, I mean, they knew it's win or go home. They knew what was at stake, and super aggressive from the start of that ball game all the way through the end of that ball game. Paid off for them. We'll see if they continue with that trend as well here in ball game number 3. But like you said, Rudy, it does not get any better than this. Game 3 in high school baseball. Yeah, that's as good as it gets right there. And we talked about it, we've been talking about it, that when you get to the playoffs, man, you can throw those. We talk about it because we have to have something to talk about as broadcasters. But the reality is, these guys don't talk about it. After district is over, that is over. It is done. It is gone. Everybody in the state is 0-0 going into the district, going into the playoffs after district play. And and you see it there in that ball game that we're keeping an eye on. With Hebbronville, I mean, they were the number 4 seed out of the district playing the number 1 London Pirates, and none of that matters to anybody over there, because Hebbronville, they're there for a reason, and they took that series to a game 3. And the same thing here. Doesn't matter what order they finished in district. That's done. That's over, and it's playoff time, baby.
Exactly, and we see it in the 5A level with Leander Rouse. Leander Rouse beating their district champions, and now the 4th seed of that district making it to the regional, semifinal, and no one really cares if you came in 4th as long as you make the playoffs.
One game at a time.
Exactly, one series at a time or one game at a time, and Leander Rouse will play Gregory Portland Wildcats next week in the 5A level. So we're excited for this ball game to get underway, fast and furious right here at Cabinets Field as the umpires are onto the field. The Bishop Badgers are the home team, so they're on the field. So let's get you the defensive alignment for the Bishop Badgers.
It's going to be in the outfield, left to right, Reina, Lopez, and Pina. In the infield, Crozier at first, Rendon at second, Hernandez the shortstop, Buchanan at third, and Steele behind the dish. Ty Odom on the mound for the Bishop Badgers. They are the home team in this ball game. And so here we go. Our Z-Bart pregame show is done. They will not do a national anthem. They're just going to get this one rolling, and so will we. So Moreno, Suarez, and Flores due up here in the top of the 1st inning. Game 3 of this best-of-3 series. 3A baseball out of Region 4. It's the quarterfinals. Winner go home. Here we go. So Josh Moreno will lead things off here.
It's Ty Odom on the mound and Moreno at the plate. First pitch right down the middle for strike 1 and off and running. 6:23. First pitch for game 3.
Moreno, the leadoff man, still looking for his first base hit in the series. He's 0 for 5 coming into this ball game, and right on cue delivers that 0-1 pitch into left field for a base hit.
A base hit into left field to start the ball game, and I can guarantee you Coach Miller has been around the game for a while, and he definitely told his team, let's forget about game 2. That don't matter anymore, and you got to flip the page onto this ball game right here, because this is one that matters now. And a good start for the Banquete Bulldogs. They're going to lay down the bunt, first pitch, and it's going to be popped up. And throw over to first is in time to double them up. Couldn't see at the pole. I thought no one was covering the bag, but Crozier at first base, and it is an unorthodox double play, a 2-3 double play to
Yeah, that was pretty crazy right there, Rudy. So two outs, bases empty for Aaron Flores.
First pitch to Flores. Fastball misses away, ball 1.
Nothing surprises me anymore. And after the events of just this day alone in the 2 ball games at this ballpark, nothing will surprise me.
Swing and a miss, strike 1, 1-1. Yeah, Jake, and we've been very fortunate to call some really good baseball this week. Is the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be jam shot right to the shortstop of the Bishop Badgers. Hernandez makes the grab over the shoulder for out number 3. So for the Banquete Bulldogs, they get a leadoff single, but a double play that erases the single, and then a pop-up to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 1st inning. Our score, Banquete 0, Bishop Badgers coming to bat. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Cabinets Field.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics. Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino with the call for you from Cabinets Field. Let's get you the defensive alignment for the Bulldogs. In the outfield, left to right, Flores, Cantu, and Swedish. In the infield, Vasquez at first, Moreno at second, Flores shortstop, Herrera at third, Lopez behind the dish, and Forrest Rumfield on the mound for the Bulldogs. Top of the order for the Badgers, Hernandez, Reyna, and Odom. And it's Marcos Hernandez who will lead things off here in the bottom of the first.
We talk about all hands on deck in Game 3. The London Pirates have thrown 4 different pitchers in that game, and that game is in the 6th inning.
Wow. Hernandez, he is 3 for 7 in the series. Ball one, or the 1-0 pitch misses outside, so 2-0 the count on Hernandez. Shows bunt, and Rumfield misses outside with the pitch, so 3-0 the count on Hernandez. 3-0 pitch misses up, and here they go again. Bishop Badgers with the leadoff man on. A leadoff walk, a 4-pitch leadoff walk. And here comes DJ Reyna. Reyna 2 for 7 in the series. Pickoff move to first base, not in time. Didn't get to do this in Game 1, but I do want to give a shout out to our camera girl, Cindy Moreno, coming in, doing the camera work for us. First pitch misses outside. That's 5 in a row for Rumfield to start the ball game.
Badgers are probably going to still want to be aggressive on the base path, but, you know, after throwing 5 in a row, be a little patient here.
And there's a strike. 1-1. Runner on the move as the pitch comes in. The throw down at second base is in time. Flores, the shortstop, applies the tag. The call at the plate, I believe, was a ball. But a big out right there. Catching Hernandez, stealing. Good throw by Lopez, the catcher.
Yeah, Lopez is the new catcher because Rumfield started in Game 2 as catcher. So Lopez, with the first opportunity, throws out the runner at second base.
2-1 pitch in there for a strike. 2-2 the count.
So the Bishop Badgers definitely trying to test the arm of the catcher Lopez, and Lopez with the caught stealing
2-2
throws him
pitch.
out.
Fouled off. We'll do it again at 2-2. Got an upset alert coming in from the 6A ranks, and it looked like Reagan had loaded the bases in the bottom of the 8th and then took a 5-4 lead on a walk. And so Smithson Valley, that was in the top of the 8th. The bottom of the 8th, Smithson Valley had a runner on first with 1 out, and Smithson Valley upsetting the number 1 ranked San Antonio Reagan. 6-5 was the final in that ball game in the extras.
And yes, they were number 1 ranked in the state of Texas, and you know who also got bounced out this round too, Jake, is Lake Travis. Lake Travis lost to Round Rock. So Lake Travis and Reagan out in the 3rd round. That's hard to believe because those are some powerhouses in the 6A level.
We had a full count. The pitch missed up for ball 4, so back-to-back walks. But even more important, that throw by Lopez to second base to erase Hernandez from the base paths, because would have put a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And as Rumfield misses with that first pitch, that's going to draw a visit from Coach Miller. So don't forget, guys, hit us up on the chat. We'd love to hear where you're watching from. Give you a little shout out on the chat. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the action. We're waiting for the arrangements for next week in semifinal round. Still lots of local baseball teams in it. So, guys, you know, we're going to try and spread ourselves out as best we can, and try and get as many ball clubs as we can. Our Saturday completely opened up for us, but with that game finishing late last night, we were only able to get permission. You have to have permission from both coaches and the venue to be able to call a ball game, and we only able to get all of that in line for this ball game or this series, you know, in addition to what we already had in line. So baseball fans around the area, we're going to definitely try and get some more teams involved, so you guys be patient with us. As that 1-0 pitch misses up, 2-0 the count. So Rumfield really struggling to find the strike zone here early on in this ball game. A couple of walks already, behind in the count, 2-0 to pretty dangerous hitter, and that one nowhere near the strike zone. 3-0 the count.
And we talked about it earlier in the first game, Jake. There's going to be 7 teams represented into the regional semifinals. Coastal Bend teams. 7 out of 12 in the regional final, or the regional semifinals, are all going to be Coastal Bend teams in 3A, 4A, and 5A.
Odom fouls out one straight back. 3-1 to count. Might have been ball 4 right there, Rudy. That one was up at his eyeballs. He even lost his helmet on that swing.
He got the green light, and hey, that's the green light swing you want to take.
That's
it. You're going to take it.
So 3-1 the count. Reyna with the lead over at first base. Vasquez holding him on. Rumfield comes set at the chest. Here comes the pitch, and it misses up. And that is 3 straight walks, and that is probably it for Rumfield. He just could not find the strike zone, the young man, and Coach Miller out, and they're going to take the baseball from Rumfield. So, guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you the new pitcher, and it looks like it might be Vasquez, the first baseman, but we'll get you that for sure here in just a bit. Blast Vision Live from
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Sorry, guys, we're trying to get all the defensive changes for you. The new pitcher is Mason Vasquez, so he was the first baseman, and the first pitch to Crozier is foul back. Rumfield stays in the ball game. He'll play right field, and the right fielder, Swedish, will come and play first base. So those are the defensive changes. New right fielder is Rumfield, new first baseman, Swedish, and on the mound now, Mason Vasquez. He's got first and second with one out. Taylor Crozier at the plate. And the 0-1 pitch is called strike two. Crozier getting his signs from Coach Gallegos over in the third base box. Just missing outside with that pitch. He wanted it, did Vasquez.
It's called strike three,
It
Jake.
was called strike three.
Designated hitter number 10, Noah Hasso.
So a strikeout on the first batter that Vasquez faces, and an important out right there. Now 2 away for Noah Hasso. Had a great game 2 at the plate for the Badgers, and Vasquez misses up with the first pitch to Hasso.
So, Jake, top of the 7th inning, Hebbronville down to their last 3 outs of their season. They trail by 3 runs to London. So, down to their last 3 outs of that ball game.
There's a strike. Three for 6 in the series, Noah Hasso. And he has driven in 4 runs for the Badgers. But behind in the count here, 1-2. He does have a runner in scoring position. Reyna over at second base. Odom at first. Vasquez, a look over to second base. Comes with the pitch and a ground ball. Right side. Fielded by Moreno. The throw over to first base in time. So, not hit hard enough to get it through the right side. And a 4-3 put out to end the inning and end the threat here in the bottom of the first inning. So, for the Badgers, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Still scoreless after 1 inning of play. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Johnny Luna with Auto Nation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. Auto Nation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast. Blue Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino, game 3 of this best of 3. These 2 teams split the first 2 games, and here we are in game 3, regional quarterfinal. Winner advances to the semifinals, and the loser is done for the season. So expect a great ball game here between these 2 teams. Ty Odom on the mound for the Badgers. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Bulldogs, Herrera, Vasquez, and Lopez, and it is Nate Herrera who will lead things off. 1 for 4 Herrera in the series.
The crowd of the Banquete Bulldogs saying, wear it. 2-1 is a away ball 3. Easier said than done. That is going to catch the outside corner for Banquete. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and now the count to the batter. Herrera. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again, 3-2.
Magic 81 asking if that's Zach's little brother on the bump for Banquete. Not too sure on that one.
Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that is going to catch the outside corner for strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning.
No,
First out of the inning. They're ahead already over here at the scoreboard. Should have trusted my gut over here, looking down.
Mason Vasquez, the new Bulldog pitcher, now at the plate.
First pitch is low in the turf. 1-0 is the count to Vasquez. So Ty Odom on the mound here for the Bishop Badgers. For the Badgers in the first game, it was Buchanan who started the game. And then also who came into relief for Buchanan in that game is Marcos Hernandez. Pitch is going to be called a strike. 1-1 the count. And Jake, it just went final in San Diego. The London Pirates survive, and they'll be moving on to face Marion next week. The pitch misses for ball 2, 2 balls and a strike.
So congratulations to the London Pirates, and hey, tip your hat to what Hebbronville was able to do.
2-1 is a bouncer right to the second baseman, and Rendon over to Crozier in time for out number 2 now.
So 2 down, bases empty for the Bulldog catcher, Mark Lopez Jr. So Lopez will dig in.
First pitch is going to miss high for ball 1, 1-0. So Marion and London moving on to the next round of the playoffs. 1-0 pitch, called a strike. Marion out of District 26. They won the district, and London won the district here in District 30, 3A. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2. And Yoakum moving on after winning in 3 games. They are the district champions in District 28.
They will face the winner of this ball game, because the winner of this ball game advances.
The 1-2 pitch is going to miss low and away. Ball 2, 2-2 now the count. 2-2 pitch, just a bit up. Ball 3, 3-2. So it looks like we are the only game left in Region 4 in 3A. 3-2 pitch, grounded left side. Shortstop's going to pick it up, throw over to first, long throw, and it is in time for out number 3. What a play by Hernandez. He's done it all today with the bat, on the mound, and now on the field playing some great shortstop. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Still no score. Bottom of the second, excuse me. Still no score. You're listening to Blast Vision live here at Cabinets Field.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area. J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs.
Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball.
Welcome back. Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino. We're headed for the bottom of the second inning here at Cabinets Field. Badgers, Bulldogs. A lot of green out here today. Green and white are the Banquete Bulldogs, and green and gold are the Bishop Badgers. And it's shaping up for a good ball game here in Game 3 of this best of 3 series. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Badgers: Buchanan, Rendon, and Pina. And it's Brian Buchanan who will lead things off. Vasquez back out on the mound, and here comes his first pitch in there for a strike.
Wow, Eagle Pass moving on, Jake. Beating La Jolla in 2 games.
0-1 pitch, missing outside. Lopez trying to frame it, but the home plate umpire said it was too far outside. So a 1-1 count. And that one gets all the way to the backstop. 2-1 to count.
So it looks like it'll be Smithson Valley and Eagle Pass next week in 6A, and Round Rock and Los Fresnos. So still 2 teams out in the valley making it to the regional semifinals in 6A.
2-1 pitch, fouled straight back. 2-2. That pitch is going to be fouled off, first base side, out of play. So Buchanan stays alive. Three for 5 is Brian Buchanan in the series. 2-2 pitch on the way, and again, he spoils it. Out of play, first base side. We'll do it again at 2-2.
Jake, who I'm really surprised I don't see is Gateway Prep. Gateway Prep is like one of those schools that always makes it to the 4th round of the playoffs, and it's pretty much always Bishop who has to play him.
Lago Vista, one of those teams that usually makes it pretty far as well. That pitch missed outside, so full count. And again, Buchanan, what a battle right here. Fouls off another tough pitch and stays alive in this at bat. We'll see another 3-2 pitch coming up. From the windup, 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's Vasquez who wins the battle. But what an at bat right there by Buchanan. Made Vasquez work, but in the end, he gets the strikeout for out number 1. Ruben Rendon to the plate.
And Yoakum, who is moving on, Jake, to face the winner of this series. Don't know if you remember, Jake, but Yoakum was actually a 4A school for the longest time. They took the Sinton Pirates all the way to 3 games back in, I want to say it was in 2019. That pitch is going to be called a strike on the outside corner. So Yoakum, a powerhouse in the 4A, always had a pretty good run. Now they drop down to the 3A level, and you now see them making all the way to the regional semifinal. They'll have to face the winner of this series. Pitch was called a strike, I believe. 1-1.
One pitch gonna miss for ball 2. So 2-1 the count on Rendon. Up and in, 3-1. 3 for 5 in the series. Ruben Rendon, 3-1 pitch. He fouls it back and into the stands. Great grab right there by that young man in the stands, and he gets a huge ovation from the fans around him as well. Got himself a souvenir. 3-2 pitch coming up. Just missing low and outside for ball 4. So a 1-out walk issued to Rendon. It's going to bring up the right fielder, Manny Pina. Pina 1 for 5 in the series. His first at bat here in this ball game, and Vasquez misses outside with the first pitch, so 1-0 the count. Rendon over at first base. Sweatish holds him on. Vasquez leans in for the sign. A quick peek to first. Comes set at the belt, and now the throw to first base. But Rendon in safely under the tag. 1 ball, no strikes. Scoreless here in the bottom of the second. There's a strike, 1-1. Another throw down to first base. Checking on Rendon. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Misses upstairs with that one. So that'll even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch misses low. It will go full. Bulldog fans, they are in on every pitch here, Rudy. They're in it to win it. Thought that pitch rather should have been strike 3 called, but instead it's a full count, and now the Badger fans rocking. That one's going to be grounded to Flores. Flores over to second, on to first base, not in time. So Pina beats it out, busting it up the line. But they do force Rendon at second. 6-4 on the putout. Pina at first base on the fielder's choice. So 2 down here for Aiden Steele, the 9-hole hitter for the Badgers.
Good hustle down the line by Pina, but does get the force out at second base. So 2 outs in the inning.
First pitch from Vasquez is foul back. Aiden Steele, he's 1 for 5 in the series. Throw down to first base. Pina back safely under the tag of Sweatish. Oh, 1 pitch, foul back. 0-2. So Vasquez way ahead of Steele here. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second of this scoreless ball game. Pina the runner at first base. Badgers and Bulldogs. And the 0-2 pitch misses up. So a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch misses up again. So 2-2 the count. It's been a lot of fun today here at the ballpark, and just a reminder how much fun playoff baseball can be. When everything is on the line, man, it just makes it more intense. And that pitch is going to be just over the reach of the second baseman, Moreno, and into right field for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Steele that'll flip the order. Marcos Hernandez to the plate.
Number 8, Marcus Hernandez.
What an effort right there by the second baseman, Moreno.
Game of inches is baseball, and about an inch away of making that grab for out number 3, but puts runners at first and second. And that is actually the first hit of the ball game for the Bishop Badgers in this game. After having 11 in the first game, or excuse me, the first game today, the second game in the series having 11. Getting their first hit here in the bottom of the second inning. So runners at first and second. Marcos Hernandez, that dude, is back to the plate.
And he fouls off the first pitch, top of the Bulldog dugout. So 0-1 to count. Gonzalez courtesy runner over at first base. So Gonzalez at first, Pina at second. Runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. And he gets one through the left side. Rounding third is Pina. Here comes the throw, and it's going to be cut off.
Jake, if that ball's not cut off, they would have had a close play at the plate, and the ball might have beat him there, but probably a little miscommunication, or he just cannot hear out here with the fans screaming. And Lopez, the catcher, you got to yell, let it go, let it go, let it go. But on the flip side of things, the Badgers will take it. An RBI single from Marcos Hernandez. And here he goes again, Jake. He's having himself a great afternoon in game 2 and 3.
It's going to bring DJ Reyna to the plate. DJ drew a walk his first time up, and he looks at ball 1 from Vasquez. So Hernandez at first base, Gonzalez at second, 1-0 Badgers here in the bottom of the second. There's a strike, 1-1.
Hernandez has done it all today, Jake.
One pitch, foul back out of play. 1-2.
And I feel like we've seen it all today.
Just about. But just when you think you have, something crazier happens. So don't hold your breath, Rudy. 1-2 pitch coming up. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Runners at first and second. Comes a pitch from Vasquez and pokes the bat out. Fouls it off behind the Bulldog dugout. We'll do it again at 1-2.
Gonzalez is at second. Hernandez is at first. Reina at the plate for the Bishop Badgers. They have a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second.
Pitch on the way, and that one is going to be lifted into shallow center field, and going back, Moreno, the second baseman, just on the outfield grass, or the outfield green rather, and he makes the grab. But the Badgers, they do score 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 men left on. After 2 innings of play, 1-0 Badgers. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas athletics.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino with the call for you. Rudy, you have been here all day, my man, and I know you've been having fun, man. Some great baseball you've been seeing all day long, starting with the Ray Texans and the Veterans Memorial Eagles in Game 3 of their series. And what a ball game that was as well.
Yeah, a lot of emotions going into that ball game. You know, the Texans were riding high after Game 2, winning against the Veterans Memorial Eagles, and then they were riding high all game long, and then
with
the
the
big
lead
shot. That pitch popped up behind the plate, and that's going to get it to the stands right here where the Bishop Badgers are. Third base side, and like you said, Jake, they had to lead the Ray Texans the whole ball game, and the Veterans Memorial Eagles haven't led in against the Ray Texans since Thursday, and one swing of the bat changed it all. And Dalen Peña with a pretty much a walk-off grand slam, the go-ahead grand slam in the top of the 7th inning, as the pitch is going to be rolled over foul. And if you want to see a video, I don't guarantee you can look it and you can watch that video all over Twitter right now. I know there's a lot of coverage for that ball game, and I'm pretty sure the video's out there, and just amazing what these young men are capable of.
0-2 pitch right there. Zach Trevino at the plate, and the pitch misses low for ball 1, so 1-2 count on Trevino.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trevino. Ty Odom still on the mound here for the Bishop Badgers. Here is the 1-2 offering, and that is foul tip straight back. We'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Unofficially, we have Ty Odom at 27 pitches.
He'll face 7, 8, 9 in the Bulldog order here in the top of the 3rd.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, and gets out of the way. Trevino ducks down on that breaking ball, so 2-2 the count. Two-two pitch, fouled off. Count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes now.
I wish I would have made it for that game 1. That sure did sound like it was an awesome game, although I did get here in time for the grand slam.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3 and out number 1. So 1 down.
Base is
top
empty.
of the 3rd.
Base is empty and 1 out here for the right fielder, Forrest Rumfield.
Forrest Rumfield comes to the plate first time up today, and first pitch he looks at is a ball in, 1-0. Forrest Rumfield actually started this ball game for the Banquete Bulldogs. He faced 3 batters, and he walked all 3 batters. Foul ball off the bat of Rumfield, 1-1 the count. So, game 3, short leash. Coach Miller wasn't going to take any chances and ended up going with the pitcher now, Vasquez. And Vasquez has done a really good job with the Bishop Badgers busting the scoring open. Here's the 1-1 pitch, grounded right to the shortstop, Hernandez over to Crozier in time for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down. Manny Flores to the plate. He is the Bulldog shortstop.
So, Manuel Flores comes to the plate. His first pitch, he sees, going to hit one into right field, drops in for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Flores. He's going to flip the lineup back to the top of the order.
It's going to be Josh Moreno. Moreno singled into left field, so he's 1 for 1 in the ball game.
So 2 hits for both of these teams so far in this ball game. Moreno, like you said, Jake, 1 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch he sees, and that ball's going to get away from the catcher. Steal. He pump fakes it. Realizes that the runner Flores was basically already there, so don't want to make an errant throw to second. So he just eats it. So runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Tying run in scoring position here in the top of the 3rd.
Banquete trying to answer back. 1 ball, no strikes. Just the 1-0 pitch. That is going to be called a strike on the inside corner. 1-1 now the count. So a ball and a strike. Moreno at the plate. Odom looking in. 1-1 pitch. That one's just a bit low. Ball 2. 2-1 now. Two balls and a strike. Pick off attempt to second base. And ball squirts a little bit away from Rendon, but not too far. They did pick him off earlier. Not Flores, but they had a pickoff attempt to second base, and they executed it perfectly in game 2. He's trying to catch Flores sleeping in at second base. So 2 balls and a strike. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That's going to catch the outside corner. Strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count to the batter Moreno. Two balls, 2 strikes. High leg kick and just a leg move over to second base, but no throw over. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And time on the field. Again, if you want to hit us up on the chat, love to give you a shout out. Let us know who you're listening or where you're listening from, who you're rooting for. 2-2 pitch. That is going to be hit to the right side. No one's covering the bag at first base. And the throw is going to get away from Odom. A run is going to come in to score. So an error on the first baseman. I would have just aided if I'm Crozier. Even if he threw it to Odom, he was not going to beat Moreno back to the bag at first. But with the errant throw, a run is going to come in to score, and we're all tied up at 1 apiece here in the top of the 3rd. Swedish is at the plate. First pitch is up and away, ball one. And all this with 2 outs, Jake.
I looked away for a second trying to answer some folks who are looking for the game over on our Facebook page. And I look back up, and it's a tie ball game.
Pitch misses away, ball 2, 2-0. So 1-1 is our score.
I did see that play, though. I did see that play, heard the baseball go off the bat, and so looked up to see the play, but was trying to answer some folks who were looking for the ball game over on our Facebook page. And I appreciate the folks who have been on the face. It's hard for us to do the chat and also try and check the Facebook. So if we don't answer you mid-game, it's just because we don't get an opportunity to really look over at the Facebook page in the middle of a broadcast. I just had an opportunity right there, kind of got on there, saw that we had someone asking on a couple of different places where to find the game. So please.
Runner's going to take off to second base to throw over the second, and it was not in time, but Moreno slid past the bag at second, and Hernandez applies the tag to Moreno after sliding past the bag at second base. So that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning, but the Banquete Bulldogs do tie the ball game up, scoring 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error and no one left on base. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-1 is our score. You listen to Blast Vision live here at Cabinets Field.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Autotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Welcome back. Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino all tied up after 2.5. Bulldogs won, Badgers won. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 3, 4, 5 due up for the Badgers. Odom, Crozier, and Hassel. And it's been a great weekend of baseball. Man, we got started on Wednesday night of this week because of the weather. Lots of games moved around to different venues. But, man, they made it work. Although I do believe that final out right there at second base, that plays into a little bit about not knowing, the turf and how first pitch absolutely ripped by Odom, but foul over on the left side. Kind of not knowing the field, and you see that a lot of times with, it's definitely an advantage for the CCISD schools who play all their home games here. When you have a team coming in that maybe plays on a grass field and they don't realize that it's a hard slide like that, you're going to go right past the bag. 0-1 pitch, here it comes, and it's going to miss up for ball 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Odom. Odom walked his first time up. That one's going to be driven out to center field. Cantu going back, still going, and it's over his head all the way to the wall. Odom, who can absolutely fly, is going to be in at third base. A stand-up triple. Did you see him fly around the bases? Oh, my goodness. Ty Odom. A leadoff triple for the young man.
Right over his head, and like you said, Jake, Ty Odom absolutely flying. He was probably thinking inside the
I think so. I think he was. Taylor Crozier to the plate. First pitch foul back, and that one was ours. Don't look up, though. Don't look up.
So no balls and a strike is the count to Crozier.
Pitch going to be popped up on the infield. Moreno makes the grab. The second baseman, one away.
Designated hitter number 10, Noah Hasso.
It's going to be Noah Hassel. He comes to the plate, and the Badgers looking to throw a punch once again, trying to answer back.
This young man has been hot at the plate in the first game. Did ground out his first time up in this ball game and looks at strike one from Vasquez.
And middle infield, no, not playing in the grass or in the green, but they're playing even with the bag, so the ball's hit sharply to him.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
It's hit sharply to him. They're probably going to want to come home with it and not allow another run to come in for the Bishop Badgers. But if I'm Hassel, I want to put something in the outfield, sac fly, do what you can do to elevate this baseball.
Vasquez going to miss outside with the 0-2 pitch, so a ball and 2 strikes on Hasso.
No more games over there at the softball field, Jake. All done.
One-two pitch grounded right back up the middle and through for a base hit. An RBI single. Hasso stays hot, drives in the go-ahead run, and a 2-1 Badger lead here in the bottom of the third.
Haymakers are being thrown today in this ball game. 1 run for the Badgers in the bottom of the second. 1 run for the Bulldogs in the top of the third. And now the Badgers answering back here in the bottom of the third inning. And they have a 2-1 lead. They retake the lead in this ball game. And Brian Buchanan will be the next batter here for the Bishop Badgers.
Big, healthy cut right there by Buchanan, but he comes up empty. He, too, has been hot in the series coming into this ball game. He did strike out his first time up. I know, like Hasso, he would like to continue to stay hot, though. He fouls that one into the netting on the first base side and quickly behind in the count 0-2. I talked to Brian Buchanan's little brother in between the 2 games and excited about being a freshman next year for the Bishop Badgers. His little brother. Vasquez misses outside with the pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And try to see if I could, let me see here. Strike 3 called. Buchanan will go down looking for out number 2. I believe his little brother's name is Brandon. And he'll be a freshman for the Bishop Badgers next year. But I'm sure little brother doesn't want to rush things. Wants to see big brother and the Badgers, you know, continue their season as far as they can go. 2 down. Hasso at first base for the second baseman, Ruben Rendon, and he looks at strike 1. Rendon walked his first time up. No official at bat. Hasso leads off first. Sweatish holding him on. And Vasquez misses up. Throw down to first base, checking in on Hasso. One pitch, ripped, but foul the umpire over there on and for good measure, when he gets up, he makes the foul call.
Coach Gallegos with a couple words
I'm
with
sure
the umpire. Heads up.
I'm sure he's talking about that spin move he made out there.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. You got to get out of the way.
Yeah, that was absolutely ripped by Rendon. You do not want to get hit by that. 1-2 count. Yeah, pitch misses outside. 2-2.
I guess we haven't seen everything today, Jake.
I told you. I told you. Just wait for it. 2-2 pitch in the turf, full count. So Hasso will be on the move with the pitch. You know, our camera girl asking, I wonder what Justin would have to say about that one. I would say Justin would have to give him like a plus 15 on the move to get out of the way right there. And then he popped back up like almost immediately and made the foul call. That was awesome. Full count. Again, like I said, Hasso will be on the move, and Vasquez with a throw down to first base.
Yeah, you want to make sure he goes home before you take off to the next bag, and Vasquez just double checking and making sure that he's not taking off on first movement.
3-2 pitch, grounded through the left side for a base hit. So Rendon with a 2-out single. First and second for Manny Pina.
And we're going to have time on the field. Coach Miller is going to go out. He's going to talk to his infield and his pitcher, Vasquez. Let's see if that's going to be the end of the ball game for Vasquez. This is only the first time Coach Miller has come out. Like I said, game 3, all hands on deck, and he gets the baseball from Vasquez. So looks like it's going to be the end of the line for Vasquez. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll get you that pitching change and any other changes as well. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Cabinets Field.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth as we are in the bottom of the third and a pitching change for the Bulldogs. I think we're can't really see. Looks like maybe number 7.
Number 6 is going to short, which is Flores.
So it is it's number 0 again. So
It is
Herrera.
number 0, so Herrera comes into the ball game, and I believe, Jake, it was number 13.
Vasquez goes back to first base. So we have a new third baseman. We'll try and get you that here in a second. I believe we have some changes in the outfield as well, but the first pitch to Pina going to be fouled off. And I'm sorry, guys, I forgot the big boy glasses. So it's 17 maybe over at third base. Sweatish.
Sweatish is the lefty. Sweatish went back to right field, so that might be Rumfield.
Pitch in the turf, so 1-1 to count.
So it looks like Swedish went back to right. So we're just missing the third baseman now.
That pitch is popped up. First base side slicing, gonna get out of play. And let's see if he turns around. We can get a number. It is number 12. So that's Moreno, who was playing second, and that's going to be Rumfield, number 1 at second base. So now we should be set. That pitch was fouled off, so it's a 1-2 count here on Pina. So the defensive changes are Herrera on the mound. We saw him in game 2. Vasquez back to first base, Moreno at third, Rumfield at second, and Swedish back to right field. Hope y'all got that. 1-2 pitch. Gonna miss outside. 2-2 the count.
Bishop Faithful making some noise and hoping to get some more runs here in the inning. Stomping right here in the bleachers.
Swing and a miss. And Pina will go down swinging. So Herrera gets the job done in relief and stops the bleeding right there. But for the Badgers, 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors. They left 2 runners on base. Due up for the Bulldogs in the top of the 4th, Swedish, Flores, and Herrera. You're listening to Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid. Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino, top of the 4th inning here at Cabinets Field, and a 2-1 Badger lead. But the Bulldogs are coming to bat. They'll send up 2, 3, 4 in the order. Swedish, Flores, and Herrera. Quite a ball game we have here. Just when you think you've seen it all, you see an umpire doing a barrel roll to get out of the way of a foul ball. Aaron Swedish, he will lead things off for the Bulldogs.
First pitch to Swedish. That is going to miss away for ball 1. 1-0. So a great game going on, and the 1-0 pitch is going to catch the outside corner for strike 1. Definitely a different feeling from game 2, Jake. This one a little bit more, intensity. Exactly, intensity for both of these teams, because now it's you win, we move on. You lose, that's it. That's the end of your season for both teams now. So
yeah, it makes it a little bit different.
And that's how you saw the Bishop Badgers in game 2. They were high intensity, came out swinging, very aggressive on the base path, very aggressive at the plate, and got themselves a win. And now they're doing the same thing, but only a 2-1 ball game. That pitch missed away. 3-1 pitch is going to catch the outside corner for strike 2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. So the intensity is definitely more up in this ball game, as the 3-2 pitch is going to miss away. Ball 4. That is going to be a walk issue to Swedish.
So 1 on with nobody out for Aaron Flores. Flores 0 for 1 in the ball game. Popped up in the infield back in the first inning. So his second at bat. See Crozier holding the runner, and Buchanan on the infield green.
Showing bunt, and he's going to bunt it right back to the pitcher. Odom's going to go to second base. The throw is in time. Right off the tip of the glove of Hernandez, and he keeps his foot right on the bag. And the umpire, like you said, Jake, it's a four-man crew. He has a perfect view, and he sees that Hernandez, he kept his foot right on the bag as the throw was a little wide, but Hernandez, he stretched out like a first baseman, and that is a big out to get the lead runner on. So a fielder's choice from Flores. He's on first base.
And the ability to hang on to the baseball as Sweatish slides right into him and upends him. Did a little flip out there and hung on to the baseball. That's why you saw kind of a delay there. Umpire wanted to make sure perhaps that he held on to it, and but out number one.
Nate Herrera's at the plate, and first pitch you saw a ball, 1-0 is going to be fouled off.
Herrera 0 for 1 with a strikeout here in this ball game.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 man on is Flores. 2-1 Bishop Badger lead.
Saw Nate Herrera throw 2 2/3 innings in game 2, and we'll see him again here in game 3. He was back out on the mound.
Runner for first is going to take off the second. The throw is perfect. The tag is perfect, and that is out number 2. Caught stealing is Flores.
What a throw right there by Aiden Steele. Right on the money. Hernandez applies the tag, and now 2 down, bases empty here in the top of the 4th.
2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch. That's going to catch the outside corner. Strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count. Nate Herrera going to try to get on base as a 2-2 pitch, and that is going to be fouled off.
Hadn't checked the chat board in a while. Want to say hello to Coach Galan checking in. Right on cue after that throw by Aiden Steele, and he says, "Let's go, Aiden Steele." I know he made that post earlier, but perfect time to go to it, I suppose.
2-2 pitches away, ball 3, 3-2 the count now.
Daniel Hickman checking in. Said maybe the camera might have been out of focus. We'll check on that. And Belinda Chapa watching from Round Rock and Lake Jackson.
3-2 pitch, and that is ball 4. So Nate Herrera is going to draw a walk with 2 outs in the inning.
It's going to bring up the first baseman, Mason Vasquez. And Vasquez is 0 for 1 with a ground out.
First pitch to Vasquez is way outside for ball 1. 1-0.
Unofficially have Ty Odom at 57 pitches with that last pitch thrown. Unofficial.
1-0 pitch, and that's ripped into left field for a base hit. So a 2-out single, and he's not stopping. He's going to head to third base. The throw is not in time. So Herrera is going to get to first to third. Actually, it's a courtesy runner for the pitcher. He gets to third base, and he never stopped. Reina threw it over to third base and a little bit wide. So runners at the corners with 2 outs.
Yeah, DJ Reina just kind of taking his time getting the throw in, and heads up base running right there. So now we see the Bulldogs aggressive on the base paths. And you got to do what you got to do, right? I mean, this is it. Now they get the tying run 90 feet away. Lopez at the plate.
The Bulldogs being a little bit more aggressive now. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be a foul ball to the left side.
Lopez 0 for 1 with a ground out to short.
2-1 still our score, but 90 feet away are the Bulldogs knocking at the door to tie this game all up. Here's the pitch, and Florida's going to foul it off. 0-2, so way ahead is Ty Odom. Mark Lopez is the guy you want up to the plate, though. Lopez, he's the 6-hole. Had a couple hits in that first ball game. The ball's in 2 strikes, and we're going to have time on the field. Umpire is looking towards the Badger dugout.
Actually, I think it was Coach Medina talking to Steele.
So no balls, 2 strikes, runners at the corners. Here is the 0-2 pitch, and that is going to be chopped right to the shortstop. Throw is the first. Hernandez throws a dart to Crozier in time for out number 3. So a scare, trying a 2-out rally was the Banquete Bulldogs, but unable to push a run across. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 men left on base. We're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's still a 2-1 Bishop Badger lead. You are listening to Blast Vision live here at Cabinets Field.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino with the call. Game 3 in this 3A Region 4 quarterfinal between the Bishop Badgers and the Banquete Bulldogs. It's a 2-1 Badger lead as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. Due up for the Badgers, 9-1-2 in the order. Steele, Hernandez, and Reina.
The sun's starting to set here in Corpus Christi, Texas. Like we said, it's been pretty cloudy all day long. And
were you here in time to see the sunrise?
I know you were here.
I know you were here early.
Been here at the field since 10 o'clock this morning, so
an all-day affair, and we're eating every snack we can find.
So almost 10 hours so far here at the ballpark when it hits the 8 o'clock.
We appreciate you, Rudy, more than you know, man. Aiden Steele going to lead things off here for the Badgers. They have a 2-1 lead. And the first pitch to Steele going to miss for ball 1. I believe that is still Herrera on the mound. Quite a few changes in this ball game. They've kept us on our toes, that's for sure. Herrera misses up, 2-0.
Yeah, usually don't get a lot of games in a row during the playoffs, maybe 2, but since they moved this this ball game or this series to Cabinets Field, and Ray and Veterans Memorial go into a game 3, and they already basically had dibs into Cabinets. So the Bishop Badgers making us work a little bit more, and guarantee you they want to punch their ticket to the next round of the playoffs. They hold a 2-1 lead in this ball game. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Back to the action here. Herrera pitching from the stretch. 2-1 is low. Thought I heard a strike call, but maybe the home plate umpire may be yelling low, perhaps. But 3-1 is the count here on Steele. 9-hole hitter for the Bishop Badgers, and that one's going to be popped up sky high, third base side, going over Moreno, and it's going to be out of play behind the Badger dugout.
Now, Jake, do we know how many pitches Herrera threw in game 2?
We could check. We can give you an unofficial number, that's for sure. Unofficially, Herrera threw 55 pitches. That's what we had him at. That is definitely unofficial, guys. So do not. Yeah. We sometimes. I mean, for the most part, we do pretty well, but we might miss a pitch or two. If you saw our setup, you'd understand why.
So 55 pitches, and right now only 10 pitches, so 65 for the series.
Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Steele for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. Take us to the top of the order, Marcos Hernandez. Hernandez 1 for 1, walked his first time up and then singled into left field.
An RBI single.
Something interesting that I learned, looking at the pitch count rules. I guess I had never really read the entire pitch count rules, but there's something that I didn't know, and I'm going to ask you here in a minute, see if you knew this. As that pitch misses low for ball 1. So I knew that in a 3-game series, it's a cumulative pitch count, right? You can pitch in multiple games. Strike 1 called right there, 1-1 count. You can pitch in multiple games as long as you don't go over the 110 pitch count. But did you know that you can only pitch in 2 of the 3 ball games?
I did know that, yes.
Okay. I did not up until a couple of weeks ago. So 2-1 pitch coming up here. The batter is Marcos Hernandez. Fouled straight back. And I believe also the other thing is, so 2-2 the count, they have to be consecutive days. So if a pitcher throws in game 1 of a series, he cannot come back and throw in game 2, even if he has not reached the 110 pitch count. So it have to be either game 1 and 2 or game 2 and 3 of a 3-game series. So have to be in consecutive days, which makes sense. 2-2 pitch, ground ball, and it's going to stay fair. Hugs the line, goes all the way to the corner. Flores at the corner, rounding first and headed for second base. Marcos Hernandez, have yourself a day, young man. Another base hit for him. A 1-out double for Hernandez.
DJ Reyna will be the next batter, and yeah, good piece of hitting from Hernandez, and this kid has done it all today. I've said it all day long. He's been hitting the ball well. He's been clutch, and he's done it on the field as well and on the mound. So Hernandez, like you said, Jake, staying hot. It's the yellow batting gloves.
It must be.
It's the lucky gloves. And so, Jake, just to clarify, they have to be in back-to-back days.
Right.
So Acuna threw game 1, but he came back in game 3.
Okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, there was a, let me see. All right, we'll look at it again. Maybe I'm wrong.
I know you can only throw 2 out of the 3 games. I did know with that rule. I didn't know about the consecutive day part.
Maybe that's just the example that they gave, and I interpret it as that's how it has to be, but maybe that was the example that they gave. I'm going to go back and look at it. First pitch to Reyna in there for a called strike 1. See where I found it, Rudy. Let's check it out here. Ground ball to the shortstop, Flores. Flores with the backhand over to first base. In time. Bang, bang play over there at first base, and that's definitely, and I figured would draw a visit from Coach Medina. But like you said, man, with the 4-man crew, he's right there. He's got the best seat in the house. But Coach Medina definitely wants a word with him about that call. Flores, what a throw over there to first base. Coach Medina is hot. Definitely felt like Reyna got robbed right there, but first base umpire gonna stick with his call, and Reyna will be called out at first base on a very close play over there. And
You got one side of the stands cheering, you got the one other side booing.
yeah. Hernandez stays put, but now 2 away for Ty Odom.
And we've seen him in game 2 to just put on Ty Odom. He's been swinging it well. And let's see if they go after him in this at bat. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game already.
Ground ball to the shortstop Flores again. The throw over to first base. Again, it's in time. And so they will retire the Badgers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. So our score is still 2-1 Badgers after 4 innings of play. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
And welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth as we are in the top of the 5th inning. And due up, 7-8-9, Trevino, Rumfield, and Flores.
And Rudy, I stand corrected. I misinterpreted here. It says tournaments or series. In a multi-game series or tournaments, pitch count can be divided into separate appearances as long as combined total does not exceed appropriate pitch count max. Now that's part we knew, but it has an example here, and I misread the example. Is that first pitch?
First pitch to Trevino's inside for ball 1.
So it goes on to give an example, and it actually gives a postseason series example.
1-0. Catch the outside corner.
In a postseason series, the starter goes X number of innings for a total pitch count of whatever.
Ball 1's down the middle.
Amount not to exceed the max count in the first game of a 3-game series. That same athlete can be used as a short reliever in either of the next 2 games of the series, the same series.
1-2 pitch. That's high and away.
So I was incorrect. I read that incorrectly. So he can be used in either of the remaining 2 games of the series.
So yeah, you can actually play pitch in all 3 if you needed to. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3.
And the reason I felt the need to go back and look at that is because when you said this is what they did with Jose Acuna, Coach Yeager definitely one of those coaches that would know the rules. And so I said, you know what, I'm probably wrong on this because they're not going to risk something like that. So, yeah, I read that one wrong. Sorry about that.
Forrest Rumfield will be the next batter here for the Banquete Bulldogs, and first pitch is away, ball 1, 1-0. A tight ball game. So we're right in the middle innings of our game. Up and in, ball 2, 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes, 1 down in the inning Banquete trails by 1 run, and that pitch is going to be popped up in foul territory. Third baseman Buchanan gives chase, and he is going to make the grab for out number 2.
So 2 up, 2 down. Base is empty for Manny Flores, the Bulldog shortstop.
As the Bulldogs had somebody warming up in the bullpen as they're making their way back into the dugout. First pitch to Flores. Going to catch the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1. Ty Odom getting the Game 3 start. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That is going to be hit the right side, and first baseman Crozier backhands it, calls off Odom, and touches the bag for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and it's still 2-1 Bishop Badgers. You are listening to Blast Vision Live here at Cabinets Field.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino having a good time here at Cabinets Field. Again, another shout out to our camera girl, Cindy Moreno. And she has been on it all day out here at the ballpark. This is her third ball game. She was here with Rudy and Justin for that first game. I would have been here. I promise I would have been here. I wanted to be here. I wish I would have been here, but drove in late from San Antonio last night and then had to get on the graphics for today's ball games. Didn't actually hit the pillow till about 7:30 this morning, and then the alarm went off at 9, and yeah, it was rough. I said, Rudy, I think I'm going to skip the first ball game. First pitch to Taylor Crozier misses up, 1-0 the count. Badger first baseman, and swing and a miss, 1-1. Crozier, he is 0 for 2 in the ball game, a strikeout and a pop-up in the infield in the first and the third innings. And Herrera misses outside, 2-1 to count. Daniel Hickman says, camera big chillin' now. Thank you guys for hitting us up on the chat. We certainly appreciate all of you. Keep us on our toes. 2-1 pitch misses for ball 3, so a 3-1 count on Crozier, who leads things off for the Badgers here in the bottom of the 5th. Badgers with a 2-1 lead. Three-one pitch, foul back, full count. Rudy, I don't know about you, man, but it seems like this season just started. I know we say that every year, but it really does. It just goes by so quick, you know. Tournaments and it's fast and furious. We haven't done a day like this since tournaments. When you go 5 games in one day, lose your voice after week 1. 3-2 pitch and over the head of Rumfield, the second baseman. So a leadoff single for Crozier. Here come the Badgers.
Jake, I was going to say it a little bit earlier, and I think the ending ended, but we are 3 weeks away for the state tournament.
You know what I have not done in a long time is get a count of the number of games that we have done, but we had done 98 games going into the playoffs. We're now 3 weeks deep. So interested to see how many we are here up to this point on Blast Vision. But Noah Hasso to the plate. Funny thing is, and he takes a strike. Hasso 1 for 2 in this ball game. I was talking to Doug Kesterson, who calls games on 1440 Keys, and I was talking to him about number of games done, and I started telling him, man, we do usually 100 games before the playoffs even start every single year. Strike 2. And he said, how many years you been doing this? I said, this is our 7th year. So, Rudy, that's probably over 800 games we've done on Blast Vision. Or close to it. Pitch in the dirt. We've called 3 state tournament games. Four state tournament games. You're right. 4 state tournament games.
Vets in 2018, Moody and Sinton in 2017, and then the Bishop Badgers
in 2015. Ground ball through the right side for a base hit. Crozier's rounding second. He's headed for third. Here comes the throw, and no one was covering second base. Now they're going to tag out Hasso, trying to get back to first base. No one was covering second, but then Flores came over, so Hasso kind of got hung up right there, and Rumfield hits Vasquez, and Vasquez applies the tag, so 1 away, but Crozier all the way to third base for Brian Buchanan.
And that's why you always want to hit your cutoff man, especially it's pretty much he's safe at third base. No reason to throw over to third. You hit your cutoff man, and now he knows, he feels, okay, he can figure out where this guy is going to be at. And little situations like that, the little things are going to get you to the next round. And we talked about it with the Veterans Memorial Eagles and the Ray Texans. It was those little things, Jake.
Bulldogs will bring the infield in. A 1-0 count on Buchanan. And he takes ball too low. So 2-0 the count.
And once you get to the third round, everyone's really talented. And
that's correct.
It's usually the team who does the little things correctly in not just one game, but the whole series is usually the one who's going to move on. Because like we said, everyone's talented. There's really good arms for both teams when you go to the third round or more.
I believe it was Coach Marcelo who said that exact thing, or it may have been Coach Yeager, but one of those guys, talk at the press conference for the 5A schools, talking about the fact that, yeah, I mean, everybody at this point deserves to be here. So it's the team who makes the fewest errors, and that's the team that's going to move on. That pitch missed outside. 3-1 to count here on Buchanan. Naturally, the Bulldog faithful did not like the call. Badger faithful did. Tough job being an umpire. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. So Buchanan will go down swinging. Oh, no, that is strike 2. Sorry about that, Brian Buchanan. Not trying to retire you, young man.
Again, Jake, elevate something, hit something into the outfield, and allow your base runner to at least attempt the sac fly.
Fouls it back into the netting with the infield in. Man, a hard ground ball could do the trick as well. But something in the outfield probably a lot safer. Outfield playing it pretty much straight away, infield in.
No lead is big enough, and 1 run is not big enough.
Absolutely not. Swing and a miss at that 3-2 pitch. 2 away.
Great pitch by Herrera. He bears down and buries a curveball. As he buries a curveball and a swing and a miss from Buchanan, and Coach Medina's going to go out. He's going to talk to the home plate umpire.
Not sure what that's about, but and they're gonna, and actually the home plate umpire is gonna talk to the first base umpire about something. So not too sure what's going on.
Maybe Coach Medina saw something and just wanted to make sure umpires are aware of it. If I'm Coach Miller, I'm probably maybe probably run out.
And well, he comes out of the dugout, but just to give instructions to his team. So guess not interested in what.
Well, they called out Jake, and I guess it was a check swing that on that pitch. So I guess Coach Medina wanted to make sure he went around on the swing. I'm not too sure, but they did signal out.
First offering to Rendon, gonna miss low for ball one. Ruben Rendon, he is 1 for 1 in the ball game. Walked and singled his last time up. Takes low, 2-0. So if the first base umpire indicated a strike, then they are saying that Buchanan went around, and Lopez did apply the tag. So even if, you know, it touched the turf, Lopez applying the tag, and that completed the strikeout right there. 2-0 pitch, foul tipped into the mitt of Lopez. 2-1. Beautiful sunset off to our left. Maybe our camera girl can get that before we go out of the inning once this inning is over. Don't know if she can even hear us. That pitch is going to be driven out to left field, going to get over the head of Flores all the way to the wall. Rounding first is Rendon in at second base, an RBI double for Ruben Rendon, and with 2 outs, the Badgers get the job done, extend that lead by 1 run, and now a 3-1 Badger lead. Manny Pina to the plate.
Yeah, 2-1 pitch. He had to, you don't have to attack him, but he attacked the zone, and Rendon saw something that he can elevate and right over the head of the left fielder Flores, and get yourself an RBI double. 3-1 Bishop Badgers, as Manny Pina is at the plate now for the Bishop Badgers.
Pina fouls off the first pitch from Herrera. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Sure, he would love to get in on the action. Did reach on a fielder's choice and came around to score in the second inning. Struck out in the third, so 0 for 2. A 1 pitch, ground ball, fielded by the shortstop Flores. The throw is wild, and Rendon will come in to score, and that one actually gets out of play. So Rendon.
So it was bobbled, Jake. I'm not too sure if you saw with the pole in your way, but it was bobbled from Flores, and he thought that he needed to hurry up the throw and picked it up. He chunked it to the first baseman, Vasquez, and Vasquez is a big, tall kid, but that throw was just too high, got into the dugout of the Banquete Bulldogs, and the Bishop Badgers getting another run on the board, this time on an error. E6 from Flores, and it's 4-1 Bishop Badgers here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
It's going to bring up Aiden Steele. So Steele will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in this ball game.
And a 2-out rally, Jake. All this coming with 2 outs.
Shows bunt, gets one down in front of the mound, going to be fielded by Herrera. The throw to first base is in time, and they will retire the side, but not before the Badgers add another couple of runs to take a 4-1 lead. So after 5 innings of play, 4-1 Badgers, and there is that beautiful sunset for you. She is listening to us. I didn't think she ever listened to me. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Johnny Luna with Auto Nation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. Auto Nation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino. And we are headed to the bottom of the fifth inning, and we got a guy over there whipping. Yeah, we missed it. We were trying to remember what the last out was there. And we missed all that action.
Everybody's having a lot of fun in the in the middle of the innings, but then once these guys get back onto the field, then everyone tenses up just a little bit.
Top of the order here for the Bulldogs, Moreno, Swedish, and Flores due up.
Ty Odom's going to deliver a first pitch strike to Moreno. 4-1 Bishop Badgers. We're in the top of the sixth inning, so we're in the later part of this ball game now. A 1 pitch, it's up and in. Ball 1-1-1. So now if you're the Banquete Bulldogs, you trail by 3 runs, and that was huge by the Bishop Badgers, adding 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-1 pitch, gonna catch the outside corner, strike 2, 1-2. Now you definitely need to be way more aggressive if you're the Banquete Bulldogs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 pitch, that's away. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the 2-2 offering, and that is fouled off. Want to make sure there's a foul ball, especially earlier. Okay, it is a foul ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, or no outs, excuse me.
Rudy.
Getting ahead of myself.
It's been a long day for my friend Rudy over here. Cut him some slack. It's his 3rd ball game of the day.
2-2 pitch, and that's up and in.
And we haven't done
ball 3.
We haven't done 3 games in a day, or 3+ games in a day since tournament time, and that was like 3 months ago.
3-2 pitch. That is up and in, ball 4. And not just 3 games in a row, Jake, but 3 very meaningful games. So we're all locked in all day long. Started with this morning with that game, being locked in, those guys, and also, myself and the umpires and everybody, even the fans were locked in that ball game. And so definitely mentally drained, but we're going to power through this because we have a great ball game for you. Banquete with the leadoff walk, shows bunt, pulls back, pitch misses for a ball outside. 1-0 the count.
Aaron Swedish at the plate here for the Bulldogs. Moreno at first base.
1-0 pitch, and Odom is going to deliver a ball. Having trouble this inning so far, trying to command that fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. Here is that 2-0 pitch. That's way outside, ball 3. And Coach Medina, he's going to go out and he's going to talk to Odom.
Yeah, a 3-run lead here, but you put another man on and you bring the tying run to the plate in this situation here in the top of the 6th inning. So definitely wants to have a word with the young man. And we have him unofficially at 82 pitches for Ty Odom, and that is going to be it. He's done for the evening, so they'll go with another pitcher. And with that pitching change, we'll take a quick break. You guys don't go anywhere. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth, and here we go. Marcos Hernandez, we've said his name all game long, it seems like, and he is on the mound. He saw one batter in game 2, but it was a bases loaded jam, and he got him out of it. So they'll turn to him once again, and it looks like Rendon will play short, and second base. Is that Hasso at second base, maybe? Can't tell yet. Defensive changes, but we have, I know we have Rendon at shortstop now, so we've got a new second baseman. We'll have to see who the second baseman is here in just a second. Swedish at the plate, 3-0 count, and there's a strike.
The 3-0 pitch is going to catch the outside corner to Swedish. 3 balls and a strike. He inherits the 3-0 count. 3-1 pitch, that's away for ball 4. So that is going to be a walk to Swedish. So runners at first and second with nobody out. And here come the Bulldogs in the top of the 6th inning.
And Lopez is the second baseman. So Lopez in to play second.
It was the top of the lineup here for the Banquete Bulldogs, 1, 2, and 3, who are leading things off, and it's the 3-hole Flores at the plate. He's showing bunts, and he is going to bunt one third base side, and I would let it trickle foul, and he does. Because that would have been a bunt single.
It would absolutely have been a bunt single, I agree. Just couldn't keep it fair right there. Popped it up. Third base side, and it just goes foul.
The ball's in a strike, and see if Coach Miller decides to do it once again. He does trail by 3 runs. However, get those runners in scoring position one at a time. He doesn't show bunt this time. 0-1 is away. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. So a ball and a strike to Flores. As Flores, he's 0 for 2 in the ball game. One pitch, and that's going to be hit into left field, but right to DJ Reyna. He hit it on a rope, but Reyna with a couple steps in, and he makes the first out of the inning. Huge first out of this inning.
Puts the double play in order here. Well, the double play was already in order, but puts the double play in order. That would be an inning-ending double play if they could turn it for the Bishop Badgers. But they're going to have to go through the heart of this Bulldog order. The 4-hole hitter, the cleanup man, Nate Herrera, will dig in.
First pitch to Herrera as he looks at a pitch low for ball 1.
Herrera,
1-0.
He is 0 for 1 in the ball game. Strikeout and a walk.
There's a 1-0 pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner. Strike one. 1-1 the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that is inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Want to say hello to Ron Flo checking in on the chat. I think he's just messing with us, honestly. He asking what the score is. But just in case he's not messing with us, maybe he...
2-1 pitch is hit into left field for a base hit. And misplayed by the left fielder, Reina. Throw's going to be cut off. And on the throw, Herrera gets a second base, an RBI single. And it is 4-2. Bishop Badger lead, but the Banquete Bulldogs with the tying run now at second base.
These Bulldogs, they are not done yet. Like I said, they have to get through. The Bishop Badgers have to get through the meat of the order, and Vasquez to the plate.
Doesn't get any easier with Vasquez.
I wonder if they put him on.
They do have an open base, Jake, so if they elect to do it, I guarantee you they're going to be nibbling at the corners. They're not going to try to give anything for Vasquez to drive.
And now that has woken up these Banquete Bulldog fans. They are chanting, they are stomping, they are in it. Tying run at second base. First pitch is going to be fouled back, and you could hear them let out the sigh as Vasquez's bat went around.
Jake, that was right down the middle to Vasquez, and he just missed that pitch. No balls in a strike to the batter, Mason Vasquez. Here is the 0-1. That's away. 1-1 now the count. And the Badgers are playing normal depth. They'll rather get an out, trade a run for an out in this situation. There's a 1-1 pitch. That's away, and good backhanded block by Steele.
Kind of took it off the face mask there as well.
Not too sure if he thought that ball was going to get in the turf. He thought he'll be able to catch it, but a fortunate bounce off the face mask. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. That's ripped into left field for a base hit, and they are going to send him. Reina is going to throw it to the cutoff, and 2 runs are coming to score, and we are all tied up 4-4. Vasquez with a 2 RBI single, and we got a brand new ball game.
The atmosphere is amazing here. I hope that you can hear these fans. It's absolutely electric. You couldn't ask for any more in playoff baseball. These 2 teams just throwing blows back and forth, and Bulldogs not done yet. They put up a 3 spot and have a runner at second base with 1 out. That is the go-ahead run at second base with 1 out. What a ball game we have here. He absolutely smoked that pitch, did Mason Vasquez.
Yeah, and the pitches are left up from Hernandez, and great hitting from the Banquete Bulldogs. So there's runner at first base. I don't think Vasquez got to second. So it was an RBI single, or 2 RBI single. I thought he got to second base on the throw. First pitch is going to be inside to the next batter of Lopez, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes. Pickoff attempt to first is not in time. Again, brand new ball game, 4-4. Essentially, basically back to 0-0. 1-0 pitch, grounded foul. 1-1, and momentum is shifted to the Banquete Bulldog side. The Bishop Badgers have to win 2 games today. They won 1 earlier, 11-1, and they had a 4-1 lead. But now all tied up at 4 apiece. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And how crucial is it now, Jake, that the Bishop Badgers scoring 2 in the bottom of the 5th inning?
You said it, no lead is big enough. But yeah, those 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th.
Pickoff attempt to first is not in time.
So important now in this ball game.
So a ball and 2 strikes. There's a 1-2 pitch. That's up. Ball 2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the 2-2 offering. That's low in the turf. Ball 3. Definitely a different feeling now in this ball game, Jake. Feel like it was all Bishop Badgers this whole game, and then also the game before, pitch comes in. That's away. Ball 4. So a walk. Runners are at first and second with 1 out still, and Coach Medina's going to go out and he's going to go talk to his pitcher, and that's probably going to be the end of the line here for Hernandez. Now the go-ahead run is at second base for the Banquete Bulldogs as Coach Medina slow trot out to the mound, and it is going to be the end of the line here for Hernandez. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere because this game just got interesting. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Cabinets Field.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Stable Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas athletics.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Pitching change for the Badgers. Now pitching once again, Ruben Rendon. So Ruben Rendon back out on the mound. We saw him in game 2. He started game 2. Marcos Hernandez came in with bases loaded and threw to 1 hitter, got the out, and then again, Rendon came back in, and these guys starting to wave over here. So the Bulldog fans, I think that was the same young man that was dancing earlier. So now he's got the wave going over there. These fans are pretty awesome, man. They are into this ball game. So first and second with 1 out. Zach Trevino to the plate for the Bulldogs.
Here we go as Rendon's going to get onto the rubber. Runners at first and second with 1 out.
Trevino is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Sorry about the shaking of the camera, but these guys are shaking the stands here.
First pitch is high for ball 1, 1-0.
Absolutely nothing we can do about it, folks. I'm so sorry. But these Bulldog fans,
it gives you a little taste of how excited the Bulldog fans are right now.
As they should be.
Yeah, didn't have a lot of cheer about in that game too, but now, like I said, Jake, this game feels totally different now. The Bulldogs now have belief in themselves, and we talk about it all playoffs long. Momentum is key. 1 ball, no strikes to Zach Trevino. Ground shaken. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. A ball and a strike.
Now the Badger fans answer back, and this is good stuff right here. Doesn't get any better than this right here, Rudy.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here is the 1-1 pitch. That's up and away. Ball 2, 2-1. The Badgers a pitch away from getting out of this inning, looking for a double play to get them out. And the Banquete Bulldogs, a base hit, probably scores another run. And they are looking to take the lead for the first time today. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 is the count.
And now both sides are probably going to be banging the ground here. Stomping on the stands.
No more quiet time for both of these teams. It's going to be electric throughout the end of this ball game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 to Trevino. Breaking ball, just a bit high. 3-2 now the count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here is the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off, straight back. Don't look up. Get the rust.
Awning here at Cabinets has been around for a long, long time.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That is fouled off.
Trevino battling here.
Count remains at 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that ball's hit into left field. As the left fielder Reina, he is under it now. He's gonna make the grab for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning.
That's going to bring up the second baseman, Forrest Rumfield. So Rumfield, 2 on, 2 out. Lopez at first, Vasquez at second. Forrest Rumfield, he's 0 for 2 in the ball game. A ground out and a pop up into foul territory.
Here's the first pitch to Rumfield. He looks at ball 1 high. Top of the 6th, we're all knotted up at 4 apiece.
Again, Ruben Rendon on the mound.
1-0 pitch, high, ball 2. 2-0 now the count. So 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 offering. Fastball's gonna catch the outside corner. 2-1. They are into every single pitch now, Jake. Every single one. 2-1 the count. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That ball's popped up in the infield, left side. And Hernandez, the shortstop, is under it. He's going to make the grab for out number 3. And you see Rendon with the big O pump. So the Banquete Bulldogs make this game brand new. 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We are all tied up at 4 apiece. Don't go anywhere, folks, as we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Cabinets Field.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Autotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Welcome back. Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino, and now we're having a battle for the wave. The wave the other night, they had it going here at the ballpark, but you know, both crowds getting into it together, so they had the wave going from one side all the way to the other. But this one, it's a battle of the wave as the Bulldog fans started it, and then the Bishop fans started up their own. So they're battling everything out over here at the ballpark tonight, Rudy.
Absolutely, and we got a great game. Game 3, and do we expect anything different, Jake? I mean, game 3s are usually pretty intense, and does it get more intense as we are in the bottom of the 6th inning, all tied up at 4 apiece? It is anybody's game now. Momentum has shifted to the Banquete Bulldogs, but doesn't mean that the Bishop Badgers can get it back, and right here is the guy who you wanted to the plate because Hernandez has been outstanding today.
2 for 2 in this ball game, Marcos Hernandez, and it's the top of the order for the Bishop Badgers. First pitch swinging, and he pops it up behind the plate. Lopez gives it chase, but he's going to run out of room. A great effort right there by Mark Lopez, running into the netting to try and get that one. And you see all of these guys with all-out effort, Rudy. They know more than anyone here what's at stake. 0-1 to count on Hernandez. Herrera still out on the mound for the Bulldogs. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it's going to miss low for ball 1, so 1-1 to count. There's a strike, 1-2. Strike on the outer half from Herrera. One-two pitch, fouls it off, first base side, out of play.
Here come the Mosquitoes.
Yeah, man, here come the Mosquitoes. What is going on?
Jake, at 10 this morning, I absolutely put so much off on. Hopefully it's still on. I haven't got bit yet, but I see you swatting around some mosquitoes.
Yeah, man, all of a sudden I hadn't seen them, and you know, they tried to hand me the off here a few minutes ago, and I said, no, I'm good. I might take them up on that offer as that 1-2 pitch is fouled back. We'll do it again at 1-2. Yeah, hand that to me. Thank you so much.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and it's still Nate Herrera on the mound. And Herrera, Jake, what was it again? 51 pitches?
51 on a 55.
55, and right now he's at 48, so he's pretty much getting close to that 110 mark.
Ground ball up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop. Flores, the throw over to first base is in time. What a play by Flores, and what a play by Vasquez over there at first base. Bang, bang over there. But from this angle right here, I know you kind of got the pole in the way. From this angle, it looked like he just got him.
Bang, bang play. I can't even see first base where I have the pole in my way. But, yeah, it was a bang, bang play. And what a play by Flores. What a play by Vasquez. And Hernandez was hustling down the line. Great play all around. But that is the first out of the inning, bringing up DJ Reina.
DJ, he is 0 for 2 here in the ball game. Ground ball through the left side. No, fielded by Flores again, but no throw. So an infield single. Flores, another fine play. Did everything he could, and that's a 10th hit of the ball game for the Badgers. Reyna getting in on the action.
You love to see it. The fans are getting into this game. Now the Bishop Badger fans. And this is the guy you want, Ty Odom. Ty Odom started this ball game.
In game 2, they walked him twice, intentionally walked him twice. Not going to see that here. You walk Ty Odom, you put the go-ahead run at second base in scoring position, so they're going to have to pitch to him. They go right after him. Herrera delivers a first pitch strike on the outer half. The 0-1 pitch misses outside, so a ball and a strike. Reyna, the runner, over at first base. Vasquez holding him on. Infield single for Reyna. And the 1-1 pitch misses outside for ball 2. So 2-1 the count on Odom. Odom walked his first time up, tripled and scored in the third, grounded out to short in his last at bat. He is 1 for 2 in this ball game. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Actually, the home plate umpire saying it was a foul tip. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Tied at 4.
Yeah,
game 3.
Good swing by Ty Odom on that 2-1 pitch. He kind of he went a little unloose there and just came up empty, but good swing.
See Lopez setting up outside. Swing and a miss at the high heat right there. 2 away.
Odom chasing at the fastball. And I believe that is going to be the end of the ball game here for Nate Herrera with the pitch count. So 55 plus 55 is 110.
And we might have been right on in that second ball game, the ball game earlier today. And that's going to be it for the young man. So with the pitching change, we'll take a quick break. Hey, you guys don't go anywhere. Let's see how this one ends. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino with the call for you here in Game 3. And the new pitcher is going to be Josh Moreno. Herrera will play third base. Moreno was the third baseman. And we saw Moreno in Game 2. He was the starter in Game 2. Only pitched 1 inning. He allowed 3 runs, 2 earned on no hits. But he did have 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. He only threw, unofficially, we have him at 31 pitches, so he's good to go here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tied at 4 runs apiece. He has Reyna at first base with 2 outs, and the batter is Taylor Crozier. Badger first baseman Crozier. He's 1 for 3 in this ball game. Singled and scored in his last at bat. That was in the 5th.
Jake, I'm almost tempted to try to steal second base and get a runner into scoring position. Maybe not on the first pitch, but
Ground ball, and it's going to be a fair ball just inside the line all the way to the corner. They are going to wave the runner. Reyna, here comes the throw, not in time, and the Badgers have retaken the lead. An RBI double by Taylor Crozier.
clutch.
Reyna scoring all the way from first base. You saw Coach Gallegos over in the third base box with a windmill. His arm going around, waving him in. They have been aggressive on the base paths all day long.
Jake, that ball basically was right on top of third base bag. It went right over it, and I'm pretty sure when it went over it, it probably hit the line, the white chalk, all the way down and all the way in the corner. An unbelievable hit right there from Crozier, and 5-4 Bishop Badgers. They retake the lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
You said it, Rudy, clutch. 2 out hitting. It's the little things. The little things, and you said that earlier, the little things to get a clutch 2 out hit like that.
And Coach Pettis said it best. These guys have been hitting the ball all series long. I mean, they have 11 hits again in this game. They were just missing the big key hits, the big 2 out hits. And there goes Crozier with the big 2 out double. And it is 5-4 Bishop Badgers. We're going to have time on the field. We're probably going to have a pinch runner for Crozier.
And we do. It is number 16. So pinch runner is number 16, Gonzalez. Andrew Gonzalez at second base. And Noah Hasso at the plate. And Hasso, he has been on fire as well. 2 for 3 in this ball game. I believe he had 2 hits in game number 2. 9 hits in game 1, and they took a 3-2 loss. 11 hits in game 2, 11 hits here. They're really swinging the sticks well. That one foul back, out of play.
And Noah Hassel, he's 2 for 3 in this ball game as well, Jake. So he has been hitting the ball very well, and a turn of events once again. And now that pitch misses away. Now the Banquete Bulldogs are down to their last 3 outs of this ball game. As we're in the bottom of the 6th inning, the Bishop Badgers are the home team.
And the Badgers perhaps not done yet. Big swing right there.
Haven't seen a lot of changeups today at all. And a good pitch from Moreno. He got the bat ahead. Hassel did on that delivery and pitch.
1-2 count. Moreno delivers the pitch. Just low, perhaps. 2-2.
Yeah, just a little bit low, Jake. I mean, it was definitely not too outside. It was a little bit low. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Pitch is foul tipped.
And that gets a piece of Lopez. So we're going to take a quick break while they come and check on him. You guys don't go anywhere. Blast Vision live from Cabinets Field.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid. Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball. With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas athletics.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino. And it looks like Lopez, he's going to be okay. He's not going to be the catcher anymore. He's going to go out and play short. So they changed catchers. I believe Flores will come and he will do the catching now. So Lopez is going to get a break from catching duties. Still trying to catch his breath over there at short, but he's going to be okay, and that's the more important part. So we're going to get back to the action. Gonzalez going to head back to second base. So runner at second base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. It's the 2-2 count on Hassel and a 5-4 Badger lead. Badgers scoring a run here in the bottom of the 6th to regain the lead.
Still a 2-2 count to the batter.
Moreno on the mound for the Bulldogs. Peers in for the sign as Gonzalez gets his lead at second. Comes the pitch, and it's going to miss low. So a full count on Hassel. Hassel, he's super hot today, but even if there's first base is open, so they don't have to,
He's also had a lot of hits to the right side, Jake, and there's a big hole with the second baseman Rumfield holding on the runner a little bit, kind of just toying with him.
But you have Buchanan behind him protecting him, and he's been hot throughout the series. So 3-2 pitch, misses up. They'll put Hassel on. Buchanan to the plate.
And I believe that's a smart thing to do right there, Jake. I mean, you don't want Hassel beating you or adding another run because that kid has been hot. He's had 4 hits already today. And, Buchanan, like you said, he's had a really good series. Just this ball game, he's 0 for 3. So, guarantee you that's what Coach Miller was thinking.
So Buchanan with an opportunity for some redemption here. And Moreno starts him off with a strike.
Oh, 1 fouled off. Oh, and 2 is the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 0-2 chopper to the pitcher. Throw over to first is in time for out number 3. So we go to the top of the 7th inning with the Bishop Badgers with a 5-4 lead. Bishop scoring 1 run on 2 hits. There was no errors and 2 men left on base. Go to the top of the 7th. The Banquete Bulldogs need 1 to continue this ball game. 2 to go ahead. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Cabinets Field.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Stable Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
And welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. We are in the top of the 7th inning, and our score 5-4 Bishop Badgers. And the Badgers are 3 outs away of punching their ticket to the regional semifinals. But after what we saw this morning, or earlier in this ball game, what we saw with Dalen Peña hitting the grand slam, do not count anybody out in this situation. So right now, the Banquete Bulldogs are bringing up 7, 8, and 9. Excuse me, they're bringing up 9, 1, and 2. So 9, 1, and 2.
Check, check. Check, check. Can you hear me?
So here we go as Flores is at the plate. First pitch is called a strike at the plate. 0-1 the count. So no balls in a strike. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Fastball dots the corner. Strike 2. So Manuel Flores is on the mound. No balls and 2 strikes. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Out number 1. Big strikeout for Mr. Rendon. And we go back to the top of the Banquete Bulldogs lineup. And it is Moreno. Josh Moreno, 2 for 2 in the ball game. He has done really well in this game. So let's see what Moreno can do at the dish in this at bat. Ruben Rendon. Rendon working for the full window. Here's the first pitch to Moreno. High ball 1. 1-0. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0 is high ball 2. 2-0 now the count. Two balls and no strikes. Here's a 2-0 offering. That is going to catch the zone for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Felipe Zamora hitting us up on the chat saying Bishop Banquete rivalry never lacks excitement. And exactly, 2 old rivals, 2 storied programs. 2-1 pitch is high, ball 3, 3-1, and they are battling out once again here at Cabinets Field. The Bulldogs down to their last 2 outs of their season, but they are not down yet. Here is the 3-1 offering, and that is going to find the zone. Strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Bulldogs only need 1 to continue this ball game. Banquete is the visiting squad. Bishop is home. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes, and that is high, ball 4. So a leadoff man is on base here for a 1-out walk issued to Moreno. So Moreno is going to get to first base. And it is going to bring Aaron Swedish. He has been hot all day long. Here's the first pitch, and Swedish looks at strike 1 on the inner half. 0-1 the count. The ball's in the strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's away. 1-1 the count. So a ball and a strike. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That ball's hit into center field. Center fielder Odom has a beat on it. He's going to make the 2nd out of the inning. So now the Banquete Bulldogs down to their last out of their season. And it is going to be Flores at the plate. As Jake Vasquez, he's made his way towards, he's down over here at the field level. Everybody getting onto their feet. Flores at the plate. 2 outs. First pitch to Flores. He's going to hit one right side. Foul territory. Crozier's going to give chase. He's going to make the ground for out number 3. And that's the ball game. The Bishop Badgers double dip the Banquete Bulldogs. And the Bishop Badgers are moving on to the regional semifinals, where they have a day with Yoakum next week.
Rudy, what a ball game. Can you hear me up there?
I can hear you loud and clear. What a game, Jake.
What a two great ball games, and these guys, they had to win 2 today, and they got it done. And, man, emotions are high over here. You can see these Badger fans, and what a great day of baseball that we have seen here at the ballpark. It was not in the cards today for the Banquete Bulldogs, and look at these 2 teams, just like the teams earlier today. They hats off to each other, and we want to say a congratulations to the Banquete Bulldogs on a fine season that they had. And I'm gonna stay down here, Rudy. We're gonna talk with Coach Medina, and you and I need to select a player of the game, and perhaps we can take both games into consideration. If you want to run some commercials, let's talk this one over.
I will, yes, sir. And yeah, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll get you a head coach, and also we'll talk with the player of the game. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here at Cabinets Field.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia. positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid. Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball.
And welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth as we just went final. And our post game brought to you by Z-Bart as the Bishop Badgers winning 2 games today and moving on to the regional semifinals where they'll have to face Yoakum next week. And what an absolute clinic the Bishop Badgers did today on the offensive side. They hit the ball very well, and it has been an awesome time today here at the ballpark. And not just with the Bishop Badgers series, but also Game 3 of the Veterans Memorial Eagles and the Ray Texans as well. It's just been an awesome time, and it looks like we have Coach Medina here with Jake. We're going to do a quick little interview with Coach. I know he's going to be a busy guy tonight. And then also we're going to talk with the player of the game and our player of the game. And I believe Jake just hung up on me. Coach, can you hear me? I got it. Thank you, Coach. First off, I just want to say congratulations on the win. And, Coach, before we talk about this game, let's talk about Game 2. Y'all had 11 hits in that ball game, Coach. Did you tell the guys, they need to come out swinging early in Game 2?
Actually, it started about three weeks ago in the cage. It started on taking away the quantity of reps that we were taking, and we really focused on the quality, and we just really started to break down some things in the cage. And it's a player's game. They got to come out here and duplicate those movements that they do in the cage. And I'm going to tell you, today's the first day that I actually saw a transition from cage work to the box. And for everybody listening out there, that's not easy to do. That is not easy to do, because the moment is big and these are teenagers. But you know what? They did it because that was the only way that we were going to be able to have success today. You have to score runs in order to move on to the 4th round, and we did that tonight.
Coach, you had 33 hits in the series. And like you said, work in the cage, and you come out to the field, had 11 hits in both of these games today, Coach. And, talk to us a little bit about Rendon. He pitched in the first game and then came here in the second game, or Game 3, that is, and absolutely lights out.
Yeah, Ruben, Game 2 wasn't his best. He had 78 pitches, but I knew that in a situation where we needed to get 3, 4, 5 outs, I knew that he was going to be there for the team. Being out there on that bump is not easy. So you go to somebody who has been there. You go to somebody that you believe that can calm down and throw strikes for his team, and that's just a competitor. You know, Marcos Hernandez came out in game 1 and kept us in the ball game. It didn't go our way. He came out here in game 2 and game 3. Game 3 wasn't his day, so we just turned it over to somebody that has that same makeup, and he got the job done for us. And a big tip of the cap to Ty Odom, who pitched 4 or 5 innings for the team and really did a great job of limiting the Banquete Bulldogs to 1 or 2 runs.
Coach, exactly. And I was just about to say, Ty Odom, just a competitor. And like you said, everyone just competing. And that's all you can really ask for, is for all of them to compete. And, Coach, what's the feeling moving on, finally getting over the hurdle of the Banquete Bulldogs after losing 3 in a row?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, the Banquete series and the games, that those results are a byproduct of what we were not able to do. They're a great squad. Coach Rusty Miller does a great job of preparing them, and they have a great ball club. My hat's off to them. But really, you're playing against yourself in the game, and we were not very good up until this series, or up until the Lyford series, on making adjustments at the plate. When we would do something bad with no outs, and then we would get penalized, and we would have a base running blunder with 1 out, that would be it. Our team would be done. We couldn't rally. And today, somebody made a mistake, 1 out, 2 outs, it didn't matter. It just felt like we had the ability to get on base. We had the ability to extend the inning. And I don't know how many 2-out knocks we had, but I know in the series we had more than 5 or 6, and that's a combination of some winning baseball. The guy you're with right now had a big 2-out knock in the 5th, I believe. He just really has been working in the cage, and that's just a byproduct of that cage work. But really believing. The word believe gets thrown around so much nowadays. I swear it's just something people say random. I really take that serious, and when you really believe, things like this happen.
Coach, exactly, is you can get a group of guys to believe in what you are preaching. Good things can happen. And, Coach, thank you so much for talking with us, and we would love to talk with Rendon.
Absolutely. Badger Nation, we're moving on. Thanks for all the support. Big shout out to the Twinkies back in Bishop. Congratulations on graduation, and congratulations to all the 2021 Bishop Badgers. I wish you best of luck in your next chapter.
Thank you, Coach. Yes, sir. We're going to talk with Rendon, and I was head coach Medina, as the Bishop Badgers moving on to the regional semifinals, where they have Yoakum, and now we're going to get our player of the game, Rendon. Hello, Ruben, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. First off, congratulations on the win. And before we talk about game 2, talk to us a little bit about game 1. What was going through your mind and in that mentality in that dugout coming into game 2?
These guys, they beat us twice in district, so we came in, and also game 1 last night, or Thursday, my bad, in Hebronville. So they got us 3 times. We came in with the chip on our shoulder. We talked to our guys, and we told them no matter what, our season's going to end one day, but it's not going to be Saturday. And we look forward to this day. Over Friday, we worked out, and we came in here, and we just knew that no matter what, we had to give it our all. And so we did just that.
And what was working on the mound for you today?
The first game I started, I had an umpire he's a great guy. I love him, but the corners were kind of like shaky. Okay. So I had to start giving up more contact and let my defense work, which we have a tremendous defense. And I came in and I tried to fill it up after the first 2 innings. My first 2 innings were shaky, and I got pulled out in the second. But my fastball, I felt like I was pretty efficient. I had to get used to this mound. I've never really played here before, so I had to find myself on the mound. And my curveball, pretty good. I think today it was more my changeup. My changeup was probably the go-to pitch.
Yeah, your changeup was looking pretty good in here in this third game, and also, talk about your offense as well. You went 2 for 2 in this ball game. You had a big double that scored a run, an RBI double. Talk to us a little bit about the offensive side as well.
Well, I struggled a lot in the first half of the season. So I've been working in the cages, getting my work in, and figuring out my downfalls. And I noticed that I had to get inside and on top because I kind of swing up a lot. That's why I like to chase those low pitches. And I told myself going into the box that I got to get inside and on top, and I'm not going to let this guy beat me. It's kind of like a 9v1 battle when you're coming up to the box. You got 9 players on the defensive side, and you're just looking to put the ball somewhere to move your runner over. And that's kind of what I went into the box thinking, and it worked out.
That's a great mentality to have, through the lineup. And I'm not too sure if you know, but y'all had 33 hits in this series alone. And I know I talked with Coach Bettis, and y'all were just missing the key hits with 2 outs, and y'all got them today. And want to just say congratulations. Thank you so much for talking with us, and best of luck to next week. And hopefully we'll get to see you next week against Yoakum.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Y'all be safe.
Yes, sir. And that was Ruben Rendon of the Bishop Badgers, and the Bishop Badgers are moving on to the regional semifinals. And what an absolute great day of baseball for the Coastal Bend. So much great baseball in South Texas as well, as it is all set up for us now in the 4A level, the 5A, and the 3A. In 3A, the Bishop Badgers will be taking on Yoakum. Also, on the flip side of things, London will be taking on Marion. And we're crossing our fingers, and hopefully we can see a Bishop Badger London Pirate regional final. That would be absolutely crazy and awesome as well. And then in 4A, we have the Catlalan Wildcats moving on, and they're facing either Canyon Lake or Navarro. Couldn't get a final on that game, but that's who they will be playing. Either one of those, they're in Game 3. And then another couple local teams, the Sinton Pirates and the Toloso Midway Warriors, will be facing off against each other in the regional semifinals. So no matter what, we're going to have a representative in the Coastal Bend in the regional finals in 4A. And then with 5A, the Veterans Memorial Eagles will be taking on Dripping Springs with an exciting grand slam from Dalen Pena today, moving them on to the 4th round of the playoffs. And then the Gregory Portland Wildcats sweeping the Carroll Tigers. They will be facing off against Leander Rouse. So that's going to wrap things up for us tonight. And for the regional semifinals, for the regional quarterfinals, I want to thank everybody who listened in all day long. We had a lot of baseball for you folks right here on Blast Vision. I want to thank everyone who hit us up on the chat as well. And we're super excited for next week. 7 out of 12 teams in 3A, 4A, and 5A are remaining in Region 4, and they're all from the Coastal Bend. And that's just how great baseball is here in South Texas and the Coastal Bend. So much talent, and we're excited. And once we find out all the details about schedules and series information, time, location, we will put it out for you. And then on Monday or Tuesday, we're going to put out our Blast Vision schedule as well, and we're going to figure out who we're going to be able to call, just kind of depending on where we're going to be at as well. But that is going to wrap things up. Again, thanks to everybody who listened in, and also want to thank all of our sponsors. And congratulations to the Bishop Badgers, and also want to congratulate the Banquete Bulldogs on a great season. So Rudy Trevino and Jake Vasquez signing out for the regional quarterfinals. We'll see you next week at the regional semifinals.